Alright, good morning everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV with Bun. This last time we were finishing up talking to the Doman refugees as we took them to Mordona. And we're picking up where we left off with the Sea Rises. Also last time we discovered that that there were a large number of crystals being moved out of Ul'dah, and they couldn't really figure out who was taking them. Even to the point where Y'shtola dressed up as a miner and actually tried to get caught, or tried to get, like, basically, not caught, tried to get robbed by these people. And eventually we discovered that the sea beast race of Limsa Lominsa, which are the Sahagin, are trying to summon their primal Leviathan again. And so we're building up to the Leviathan fight. So let's go ahead and continue. The Sea Rises. It's going to give us either the Necklace of Casting or the Healing Necklace, which we will actually be able to use. Yeah, because this is going to be the Heroes version, so it's going to be slightly higher eye level at an eye level 90 versus the 70. Okay. Plainly, should the worst come to pass and Leviathan is summoned, our only recourse will be to face him in battle. Given past experience, you may very well think that eventually inevitable. Alright, and actually 1 second here. Alright, there we go. Yet, so long as there is even a chance that the Primal's return might be prevented, we must needs spend all of our efforts towards achieving that goal. Before we do aught else, let us hasten to Limsa Lominsa and meet with the Admiral. Oh, man. She will not have it idle in the intervening time, and will doubtless have information to share. Forgive my reading, it's still very early for me. I got up about an hour ago, so I'm trying to wake up and still read for you guys at the same time, so just bear with me here. Okay. Oh, that's right. So another thing that happened in the last episode is we actually completed the move to the Rising Stones here in Mordona. And we got this brand new, nice big building where everybody can hang out and whatnot. So that was the other major thing that happened in the last episode. Okay. So you'll see there are a bunch of different plus things around here, plus quests. These are going to be additional content quests that we're not going to do right now. We might hang out with them, or we might do them later in the streams. But for the most part right now, we're just going to keep the MSQ. So we're going to speak to Merlweb and Lenosha. Let's go ahead and... What? What are you doing? You have food. You have water. Want attention? Good girl. Okay. So we're gonna go to the command room and let's oh, before we forget. What are you doing, honey? Cat's being a little turd. Alright. You're expected. Pray take this left to the command room. So glad that I'm expected. I bet I know what she wants. Oh, wow, they're on the floor, too.
There you go. Okay.
Good girl. Last time we also enlisted the aid of Yukiri, who is the leader of the Doman refugees, to fight Leviathan as well. So we're going to have her along for this part of the quest as well. I keep forgetting to upgrade my status or my rank rather in the Maelstrom, but every time she calls me Private Flux or Private Bun, I'm just like, I should probably upgrade that. Alright, so that's done. Speak with Falkbreda at Camp Skull Valley. So that should be right outside of, I think it's in northern Lenosha. Let's see. No, there is no northern Lenosha. Okay, so it's going to be in western Lenosha, Aleport. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's right. She's actually on top of the building here. Yep, here we go. With her red chest piece, blue hat, and pink. Just throw those colors on that palette. I've been expecting you, Scion, of the 7th Dawn. On behalf of the men and women here, I thank you for your cooperation. The safety of our citizens is paramount. With your aid, we will be able to prevent Leviathan's return. Alright, so we're going to take the Necklace of Casting and equip it. Alright, so this is going to be the bracelets next. Spirit Bond Potion. Alright, Scouts in Distress. Falkbreda is growing ever more agitated by the minute. As you may already know, Maelstrom scouts have been dispatched to reconnoiter the Sapsa spawning grounds. Though it pains me to admit it, the Maelstrom has never faced a foe the likes of this before. We must proceed with all due caution. Among other things, they have orders to determine where Leviathan might emerge, assuming it comes to that. And yet, their return is long overdue. I fear that ill may have befallen them. For better or for worse, we must ascertain their fate. If it is not too much to ask, I would have you aid us in the search. 5 scouts ventured into Sapsa, all told? Okay. Here, take this flask of restorative to tend those who may have been wounded. It's not tend to those, it's to tend those who may have been wounded. But it pains me to even consider the notion if they have perished. Circumstances permitting, I ask that you recover their bodies. By no means venture too deep into enemy territory. However, we can ill afford to lose you at this junction. Okay. Forgive me if my grammar is not correct, but I'm trying at least. Okay, so we're going around. where's this first? This first person. Let's zoom in here. Alright, we're looking for a... Oh, there they are. Help, somebody of all times, forget the restorative. Why would you venture into somewhere like this without potions? Or without something? We were ambushed by the Serpent Reavers, lightly armed as we are. We didn't stand a chance. I was able to flee this far, but the others were captured. They were taken to the Serpent's Tongue, I'm certain of it. I can make my own way back to camp, but I fear the worst for my comrades. Save them, I beg you. Alright, so we're going farther in. All the way over here. There we go. Uh-oh. Corpses. And this dude here. Actually, that guy first, the Ravager first. Oh, okay, that was the non-instance enemy or non-quest enemy. It's disappointing. You couldn't save them. Ooh. It's been a long time. Alright, so what are the soldiers to full free day? So we can actually go up and over. This used to be a lot harder when they didn't have flying in the Realm Reborn zones. I remember when I actually first started the game, we didn't have it, and this was much harder because you had to go all the way on foot on this. But now that you have it and they give it to you as soon as you end a Realm Reborn, it's much easier. Alright. You've returned, thank the Navigator. When I learned that you went into the Serpent's Tongue by yourself, I feared that you would meet an untimely demise. But tell me, what became of the others? Well, here's 2 flowers, and you got 1 guy coming back. Dear gods, these wounds were not intended to kill, but to torture and maim. Does their savagery know no bounds? Enemies or no, they go too far. I dread to think what may have become of the 2 who remain unaccounted for. I pray that they haven't suffered the same evil fate. At the very least, one of my men came back alive, and for that I owe you my thanks. The price you paid was dear. We have the intelligence we need. Even as we speak, the Admiral finalizes the details of the operation. The war horns will sound at any moment now. Be ready to sally forth when they do. Alright, so we're going to take the silver pieces. Okay, Gift of Eternity. That's going to give us the casting bracelet, the healing bracelet, or the elegant silver pieces. For being such a big race, the Row actually are one of the more was it actively emotional, I guess, races. So like they're what is that? They're emotes are rather playful or involve a lot of movement. Like I think the Doe emote, the female Row like swivels down on her knees for a couple minutes, or like for a couple frames, and then pops back up and blows you a kiss. But then you have characters like I think, like the Makode. So the Makode are, you know, the cutesy race, one of the cutesy races, of course. And they have very bland emotes, for the most part. Like, okay, so if we're saying that, like, take the male Viera, for example, or the female Viera, the Viera in general. Their goodbye emote, like the male Viera does like a little salute thing and then pop like a little like 2-finger salute, and then the female Viera has this cute little like grasping goodbye type thing, which just raises her hand and does like a little cutesy goodbye. It's very sad that the Makode got kind of gypped in that respect. A lot of their emotions are very expressive, but there are a couple of them that are just very, very bland. It's just like, I think their goodbye is they raise their hand. Yes, point off in a random direction to battle. So we should be getting very close to the Leviathan primal battle. And we should be... Well, I think so. But it's not, it's going to be the normal one. It's not going to be like the extreme or the... I think it's just a hard mode. Alright, so go through the checkpoint. Oh, joke's on you guys. We're just gonna fly over. And then completely circumvent. Or just like not even go near the normal Sahagin. I'm just gonna fly over. Alright. Go through the first checkpoint and defeat the... We are going to go ahead and kill the Sahagin outside the gate, just so we don't have to deal with them. Oh, why hello there. Pain Player. Oh my gosh, that's actually kind of nasty. Okay, what about Ifrit? Ifrit will finish him off. Alright, so nice thought. Let me fly over the next group. We'll wait for our health to come back a little bit, even though we still have Dropsy. Alright, let's kill that Shoal Spine before we continue. Okay. Good stuff. Alright, get our stuff ready. I think I just overwrote some of our summons, unfortunately. Oh, more of them, okay. I feel like I'm taking a good amount more damage than I thought they should be. These are supposed to be level 50 enemies, but they certainly hit like higher. Alright, and the third gate, we're gonna sit here and let our health come back. Actually go on the other side of the gate here. So let's put one of these guys to sleep here. There we go, that worked a little bit better. Okay, and then kick my fly over here. Oh no, you saw it, okay? Pray do not concern yourself, 'twas but a glancing blow. Come, the Aether is close at hand, let us press on.
Damn them. They have made thralls of soldiers and civilians both.
Attaboy.
Did I miss much?
I mean, just the whole fight, man.
So that is how you fight in the Far East. Mental note, pick no quarrel with Domans. But seriously, if I am to keep up, I must needs forsake elegance for efficiency.
Now, if only they actually made that a move for Ninja, that would be for Rogue, I guess. Ninja and Rogue. Like, any of these would be okay. And most of the stuff that they use is for, like, our actual moves or skills that you can use, but like the flip over the back of the enemy, that would be really really neat if it if that was one they could use. Comes the Admiral.
You'll forgive me my lateness.
I've been something of a liability of late, I know. 'Tis high time I set about making amends.
Long have you shriveled swordwalkers tormented our kind. But no more! Your time is at an end! You shall perish with salt in your wounds and sea in your lungs.
I don't know how in the world you would allocate him to. I mean, I guess sure he's kind of intimidating with the big shell thing, but
Lord of the world, deliver us from our misery!
Do you feel that?
I know this sensation. It's the echo.
What?
uh-oh.
Such power! It is transcendent!
Good shot. It just... What? Oh, I forgot about that.
7 hells.
Oh my god.
Strike me down if you will. It is futile! I have mastered the gift. I am eternal! O mighty Leviathan, ruler of the seas, born of waters primordial, I offer unto you this frail flesh, that you might grant your faithful servants deliverance. I beseech you, come forth!
Die, damn you!
Foolish shorewalker! You cannot kill that which is eternal!
I mean, at this point, though, you're just a water sprite, so... Oh, Lord.
Heavens forfend.
Damn it all!
My being ebbs away. But it should by right be infinite. Am I not immortal? Curse you, emissary! You promised me everlasting.
Uh-oh.
Where did he go?
Somebody's mad.
What say you? Nary a single ship? Hells take that sea demon! Gather the survivors and get to shore. Leave the wrecks for the pirates. Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary squadron is lost. For a mercy, 'twould seem the Primal now makes for open sea. But why does he not press his advantage? Unless... God save us. He means to unleash a tidal wave.
So what do the rest of them say here? If we meet Leviathan on the open sea, we put ourselves at the Primal's mercy. We must think of a way to face him on equal terms. The gods of this realm are vengeful beings. 'Tis a little wonder the Garleans fear their kind so. Had we only arrived but a moment earlier, but there is no time to brood over what might have been. Leviathan has returned, and we must needs find a way to deal with him. Though the mission ended in failure, I take solace in the knowledge that Amphilia is unharmed. Ah, yes. Understand, I speak of no normal wall of water. That which Leviathan makes ready to conjure carries more destructive power than aught seen in nature. Enough to raise entire coastal settlements, if his last attempt is any guide. We cannot suffer his history to be repeated, yet how in the seven hells are we to prevent it? Alright, so there's the casting bracelet. Into the heart of the whirl. Though our plight cries out for action, we must take thought. So long as Leviathan remains in the open sea, he is effectively beyond our reach. Our fleet is second to none. Of that you may be sure. That Limlane herself would struggle to the best of the Lord of the Whirl in his element. In a straight fight, he would make meat and matchwood of us. We need another plan. That much is plain. Let us return to Limsa and see if we cannot think of one. I shall await you in the command room. Okay. So let's run back to Limsa.
There used to be a hamlet beyond South Tidegate in western Lanosha. Hearthstone, it was called. Some years prior to the Maelstrom's founding, Leviathan rose from the briny depths and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. On that occasion, the Company of Heroes put him down before he could do too much damage. But when the bastard came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Hearthstone and washed the soil away for good measure.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
Aye, the thrice-damned creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood. Given the quantity of crystal stolen to feed him and his legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations. If that sea demon is left to wreak havoc, what befell Hearthstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa. That cannot happen. The Primal must be stopped.
That was ever our objective, Admiral. But how are we to achieve it? The sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain. The ships of the 3rd Squadron could not close to within 100 yards of the Primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
I have read the reports, Master Thancred. Our warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges for all the good they did. 7 hells! Is there no way that we might strike back?
The Company of Heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet, but we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. It will avail us little to consult past experience.
Admiral, if I may.
Speak freely, Marshal.
I really like the dynamic between them.
By all accounts, Leviathan's most formidable weapon is the very sea itself. Waves and whirlpools, tides and currents, all these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe. This, in effect, is what the company of heroes achieved with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told. If mounted upon a ship, such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us, rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
It's like they're just really common. Sea
Of
serpents are really
course.
common,
Sid
apparently.
built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage through Garuda's Tempest, did he not?
Begging your pardon, my lady, but to give credit where it's due, this is something I heard from an old arcanist friend of mine.
It makes little difference who thought of it first, so long as it works. Beg the specifications of this device from your friend, and I shall pass them on to our people at Naldic and Vermelis. But before we proceed any further, I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks, quite another. In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe. But I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals. The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
Mayhap not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed two ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder. By your leave, we might attempt to repeat the trick. The gods know it would be quicker than building a new vessel.
Mistbeard did this. Truly, Marshal, upon the subject of the Pirate King, you are as a scholar.
Now, from what I have gleaned of these matters, the device will need to be in close and constant proximity to the target. To wit, we must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan.
I never.
This in itself will
Going
be no
back and playing
small
this again.
feat. Ramming speed will be required.
That
but
means
given the
so much
weight of the
more.
cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel.
Like the little jabs that she
Suffice
puts
it to
in him.
say, the task of piloting said vessel will entail considerable danger, and I would not ask it of another. I volunteer myself.
'Twill be dangerous for all involved, but we have no better recourse. Very well. Commodore, assemble the remnants of the fleet at Morabee Bay. Give priority to our soundest vessels. The repairs can wait.
Repairs can wait. Sees ships with like 6 or 7
Storm
holes
Marshal
near the
Slaffy's
water line.
Command of the operation is yours. I want that twin vessel ready to sail post-haste.
At once, Admiral.
He's throughout this entire sequence, you see sailors bailing out water the whole time.
And then there is the small matter of slaying the beast. The fate of Limsa Lominsa rests upon your shoulders once again. Go well, warrior of light.
Okay. So Yugiri. message. Huh, so it's gonna probably be one of the Company of Heroes. Huh. Oh, I swear, if it's that guy from the first part of the Company of Heroes quest, we're gonna have a problem. I'll just throw him to Leviathan at that point. Alright. So add and go. Let's see, Storm Private of the Grey Fleet, which is in Lower Lenosha. Go ahead and go out to Morbi here. Oh no! That is the same spot where that guy is supposed to be. I swear. Oh no. This is gonna be that same douchebag that said that he defeated Titan. Alright, let's see. The way they built their structures is interesting. They look like rockets. But then there's also this one here, like, I guess that's a sound structure? I don't really see the point of having the square part on the top, but okay, sure, whatever. Alright, let's see. Yeah, oh yeah, it's supposed to be the same guy. Yep, imagine that. Yeah, he's getting thrown to... Yeah, he's getting thrown to Leviathan, absolutely. I don't know how he can wear that same, like, that armor all the time. That seems like that would be really uncomfortable. But... he still hasn't noticed that we're here, though. Leviabetus. Wilfred Brimley and Leviabetus. There you go. Now you figured it out. Nope, you're getting thrown to Leviathan, absolutely. Yeah, that's right, you're nothing. Just like get Bun to just like step on him. That's the kind of person I think he is. Probably enjoy that. Leviathan. Again, we are still gonna throw you to Leviathan. Yes. Leviathan. I think this is well before Wilfred Brimley too, so I'm not sure if they intended that to be that joke, but that is a pretty good joke. Oh, uh-oh. Just completely removed it. Whoops. Alright, Morby. Okay. Kind of curious what those like 6 green orbs out there are. I guess that would be a constellation for them, but I'm curious if they're supposed to be stars, or are they supposed to be like galaxies, that kind of thing, nebulas, etc., etc. Okay, yeah, this is where we're gonna go into it. I'm told that your jaunt to the Grey Fleet proved fruitless. My sympathies last. I'll wager it served to take your mind off the events of recent days, though. Enough of that nonsense. The moment of truth is upon us. The twin vessel, the Whirl Eater, I call her, is complete. Oh, okay, oh my god, I'm so stupid. That's why it's called that. Okay. She surpasses all my expectations. In addition to her prodigious tonnage, she's been fitted with a platform that you and yours might maneuver freely in battle. I would mention also that she is nigh unsinkable, but I'm not one to tempt fate. The Whirl Eater and her crew stand ready, my friend. Just give the word, and we shall bear you to Leviathan. See, I always thought that the Whirl Eater was the name just that they gave Leviathan, but obviously I skipped through it and missed it, so. I think at this point I was trying to get through A Realm Reborn as quick as I could, because the section from after A Realm Reborn to Heavensward is like a downtime, essentially, between the expansions, and I figured that out, and I was just trying to power through to where Shadowbringers was at that point. I think I was in school at that point too, so I didn't have a whole lot of stuff to do. No, that can't be the case. No, I was just bored. Bored and had lots of time. Yeah. Yeah, but it seemed longer than the in-betweens from all the others. Yeah, yeah. Also, never got, like, the first time I played it through, I didn't understand the jabs that Merlwyb took it, to get her second in command there. Enzar here. And then watching it back, I'm just like, oh, wait, that's because he is Mistbeard. Oh, it's funny. Alright. Let's see. Trials. War leader hard. 6 minutes. Okay. I guess I'll go catch up on my hunting log while we're sitting here. I can take myself over to 53. So, Kurthus. Yay! 53. Alright, let's see. What else do we need? Feral Crocs and Tauruses. That's right, I was going to do the Tauruses yesterday. They should be up here somewhere. In this cave, I think. Yeah, it's either in this cave or the one... Has to be this cave. Yep, they're there. Alright, and Feral Crocs is the last one. What's up here? Nothing, just an empty cavern there, and just a lighted cavern there. Oh, okay, that's where that comes out. Gotcha. Let's see. Alright. Feral Crocs are down near Dragon Head. This character probably won't join a free company until they're much higher level. There's really not a point if you're... unless you have friends who are playing the game, or unless, you know, you just really want to join a free company, I would wait until you get a little bit farther along in the story. Particularly if you're in between A Realm Reborn and Heavensward, it's really not going to do you that much good. But I am surprised this is only the 3rd free company request I've gotten on this character. Oh, cool. There we go. Hopefully we get a group that's relatively chill with me watching the cutscene. So. Red Drum Double Bear, Wesson Moreau. Oh, yeah, I guess that would be okay. I guess that speed of the ship pulling away would be okay. You probably wouldn't speed up as quickly, but I guess we don't have any sails, so I guess we would slow down quicker. Hi, Leviathan. Yes, you're very frightening with your red eyes. Oh good, I'm not the only one in here that's really watching the cutscene. Good. I forget if it's the head reflex or not. Yeah, that or it's really neither of them on the normal mode. That's Hagen. Can't just ignore this Hagen on the oh, specifically that one. Oh, that's fully resistant too. Okay, that one is bad. Particularly that one. Just check the D-back. Taking damage done by ranged attacks. Oh, there we go. doesn't know what's going on. I guess we don't actually have any ranged attackers inside. I mean, myself. We're magic, so don't have to worry about it. Oh, not Dreadstorm. No. Oh, they let that get off. Okay. Most people who do this one, at least in the hard mode, are trying to get through it. Oh, well, it's not my name. They're all gone. Okay. That was easy. Easy enough, at least. Alright, back to Limsa. Somebody probably trying to find their friend here. Says, I'm at the big aetheryte. Yeah, I can imagine. They're either trying to find their friend or they're trying to get a booty call at like 12:09 in the morning or the afternoon. Knowing the urgency of your business, I thought it best to refrain from making conversation during the past few visits. Today I will permit myself a few words. No, you tell me you are expected, go to the command room. Ahem. I feel truly privileged to have had the honor of admitting a hero such as you. You're an inspiration to us all, madam. And on that note, the Admiral awaits you in the command room. Wink. Okay. I guess that's just to throw people off and say, oh, you know, this person actually does have some, like, personality.
We Lominsons are sworn to strive, till sea swallows all. And swallow all it would have, had Leviathan prevailed. That we still strive now, we owe in no small part to you. Not for the first time, you have delivered Limsa Lominsa from the wrath of a primal. Never has our nation known a stouter ally. On behalf of my people, I give you my humblest thanks. 'Tis meet that I give thanks to old Mistbeard, too, for his fine solution. Whatever else he may have been, 'tis clear he was a resourceful soul. Would that I had a man like him in my service.
That little sly eye look to the side.
Before I set foot in these lands, I had no inkling that the people of Eorzea contended with such mighty foes. Suffice it to say, their existence came as something of a shock, as did the idea that they could be defeated. This experience has served to remind me of the vastness of the world, and the boundless potential of man. Though I am but a refugee in this realm,
seriously.
I would fain be of use to you in your fight. Know that I am tutored in one of the foremost combat arts of the Far
If
East.
you reject...
It may seem outlandish to the Eorzean
we'll
eye,
discuss this after
but should any of your people care to learn, I would be pleased to initiate them.
And I will see to it that they are grateful. I have no doubt that your knowledge and skills will serve us well. Besides, your art is not so outlandish as you think. Would you not agree, Master Thancred?
Naught escapes your searching eye, Admiral. Few are privy to this information. But Limsa Lominsa is home to a certain secret fraternity. Its members are trained in a form of combat not unlike your own. By my judgment, it should not be beyond such individuals to adapt to the techniques I witnessed you employing with such admirable deftness.
I am heartened to hear this. I too noted a kinship between your style and mine own, though it seemed to me that you fought differently in the beginning.
I suppose I did. What can I say? I'm a man of many talents.
Just toot your own horn, why don't you?
Though you may labour to believe it, Thancred was once something of a scoundrel who fraternized with the criminal class in these parts.
Yestola! You jest, of course.
But for a chance encounter with Alphino's grandsire, he might never have left Limsa Lominsa, or received an education in Sharlayan, or taken up his post in Uldar, which is where he trained in the blade, lest you wonder.
Just rip on him, why don't you?
Minfilia, please!
It's the Thancred roast in the Admiral's office.
It would seem there is more to you than meets the eye, Master Thancred.
Lady Yugiri, I am told that you and yours came to Eorzea seeking permanent resettlement, and that many domins have since been engaged as frontier hands at Revenant's Toll. Moderna is many things, but a place of refuge it is not. Know that I would like nothing better than to furnish your people with a new home here on Lominsan soil. Alas, racked by instability as we are, our nation is in no fit state to take you in. Yet I'll not have it said that we turned a blind eye to your suffering. Until such time as we can do more, I pledge to send provisions.
We are in your debt, Admiral. I realize that it scarce qualifies as repayment. But if it please you, I shall set about sharing my martial knowledge with your people at once.
You wished a word in private.
The better not to spoil the festive mood. History repeats itself, Admiral. As the kobolds did before them, the Sahagin resorted to summoning their god over a territorial feud. They acted in self-preservation. It may be that the Sahagin initiated this particular clash, but how it begins does not interest me so much as how it ends.
I have not forgotten our conversation, Y'ashtola. I am aware that man bears part of the blame for the Primal's existence. Nor am I ignorant of the Sahagin's reason for acting. They sought to secure a place to breed and multiply that their kind might survive. Self-preservation, as you say. But we have as much right to live and thrive as they. If our own survival is threatened, are we to lay down our arms and welcome oblivion? Nay.
And so you kill, that you might live. Yet if living is a right, then that right belongs to all peoples, be they men or beastmen.
I'll not deny your reasoning. But when a storm gathers, it falls to me to see my people safely through it. That is my duty, and I shall do it.
As must we all, Admiral. Stay the course, then. But know that it will lead to no good end.
Man has ever put himself first and foremost. To justify his actions, he clads himself in the armor of righteousness, though it be a fancy of his own making. In this, mayhap the Garleans and we Domans are not so different.
Eorzea has become as a raging sea. If we are to keep our heads above the waves, we cannot scruple to drown the man next to us. When hopes of coexistence founder, strength must determine who has the greater right to live.
Durability dropped. Oh, I'm sure it was useful back then, but not so much now. Alright, so the free company requests that we continue to get, I got a second one from that same guy, that same player. If a player doesn't decide to join your free company initially, don't continue to send them one until they do. That's harassment. So, like, if I'm gonna join a free company, I'm gonna look at them and I'm gonna choose one. So don't. Oh, I'll just continuously send people free company requests. It's very, very annoying. Item level 90. Yeah. I kind of wish that they had just put that in there rather than say level 90 weapon coffers. It is misleading until you read the second line. The Admiral has informed me of the arrangement. I have in my keeping a letter of introduction for Lady Yugiri. To the south stands a gate leading to a pier for smaller fishing vessels. Look for an inconspicuous Huron man there, and present the letter to him. He serves as a gatekeeper of sorts. Now, before you go, I'm obliged to remind you that the members of the fraternity to which you will be introduced abide in the shadows of women's in society. They value their independence more highly than pirates, and are united by a bond stronger than mithril. To wit, they are invariably wary of new faces. Though it be penned by the Admiral herself, mere words on parchment will get you only so far in their confidence. You must work for every ounce of trust they place in you. But here's the letter. Go to the aforementioned place and show it to the aforementioned man. Oh, and good luck. Okay, so I guess we're introducing Yugiri to the Rogue Guild. Got business with me, Venture? You Jerry of Doe What's It. Okay, easy enough. Get a high level 90 weapon for just talking to somebody. Okay. I'll take it. Oh, probably be better to open it first. Omnitone. Oh my god. Oh my god, it looks around. Oh no. That is terrifying. I don't know how if I'll like that or not. Does it look around while oh my god, it does. Or no, it just blinks while it's on the hip. That. Oh, it does look around. Oh my god. It doesn't give any sort of flavor text though. Oh, it's just. See, the first time I ever played 14, the first time I played through the MSQ, I played as a monk, so it didn't get that. Let's see. Alright, so. Okay. So we're gonna get the. It doesn't matter because we have the Minthena earrings, so. Much and more has occurred since I first beheld Eorzea from the Galleon's deck. Suffice it to say, I did not envisage being invited to play a part in your noble struggle. Envisions. Forgive me, I've kept you over long. Doubtless you have pressing business of your own. Rest assured that I no longer require an escort in this land. When you next meet Lady Minfilia, pray relay to her my humblest thanks. Would that I could do so in person, but I must needs fulfill my purpose to the Admiral. Promise to the Admiral. Till we meet again, Warrior Flight. Yes, you and your Mikote model. Alright, back to the Rising Stones. Easy enough. Oh, Higiri and Dozen, or Hosen, and Dewari. What do they say? In my native land there exists individuals not unlike these adventurers, yet without a master to serve, how does one know the path that one must walk? Oh, I've been tasked with helping out in the kitchen. Once I have grown accustomed to my duties, I hope to treat our hosts to traditional Doman cuisine. And then Hozon. Rising Stones. What a peculiar name for a sanctuary. I mean, I don't know. Seems fine to me. Koharu. What if you wanted to solve a problem that's already happened? Like the Garleans destroying Doma. Time travel, kid. Time travel. And we got any more of them? It was Yozon over here. You think this is impressive? In Doma, we train to run in the treetops. That would be cool. Papolimo. What in the seven hells are you doing up there? Get down here before you fall and break your neck. Love how he's the parent. Don't mind Papolimo. He's making a fuss over nothing as usual. His sense of balance is amazing for a boy his age. I wonder how he got so good. I don't know, training? Hori? Some of the Domans wanted to learn how to fight, and it's fallen to me to oversee their training. First, I need to find suitable equipment for everybody. You're gonna outfit them in, like, full plate armor. Let's see, Thancred. Some 15 years ago, a mission took me to Ulta. Just then I first chanced to gaze upon your beauty. I was utterly transfixed and dared not blink, lest I deprive myself of even a split second of your audience radiance. You do flatter me, dear. I do believe you had a bit too much to drink. Poor Thancred. Tataru. Half of the Scions, a video welcome to the Rising Stones. With your cooperation, we have to grow rich and transform this place into a pile of gold. Lol. Oh, Bun, forgive me, but I must see to the Domin's needs. Shtola, history is our friend, young one. The answers to the problems of the present are oft found in the past. We need but seek them out. Okay. Let's see, enter the solar.
I have been reflecting upon the events which took place during our visit to Vilbrand. If you have a moment, I would share my conclusions with you. Please, bear with me. When the Sahagin Elder summoned Leviathan, he employed the power we have come to know as the Echo. Though I cannot well explain the how of it, it would seem he became immortal in so doing. When the Admiral subsequently slew him, his spirit emerged from his lifeless flesh, a consciousness shorn of physical form. Thus transfigured, he took up residence in the body of his minion with the ease of a man donning a favorite glove. Long have I known that the Echo allows one to pass through the walls of a man's soul. But never did I imagine that it could free us from our own flesh, nor less that our souls could then occupy the next corporeal vessel to take our fancy. It was of this that Elidibus spoke, an existence which knows neither cessation nor oblivion. And yet, though the Sahagin had mastered his gift and thereby become immortal, he was by no means invulnerable. As we both bore witness, he was ultimately absorbed into Leviathan. And the import of this observation? If the Ascians' mode of existence is indeed the same, it can be inferred that they too are not invulnerable, that they can be destroyed. There exists a legend which tells of souls who are reborn upon the cusp of each umbral calamity, that they might stay the encroaching darkness. To most, it is but a fairy tale, yet recent events have given me cause to wonder. Could the legend in fact refer to the Echo? Much and more yet remains unknown, but I am confident that all will become clear in time. For the present, however, what matters is that the key to defeating the Ascians may at last be within sight. With Urianger's aid, it is my hope that I shall fathom this matter ere long.
Speaking of Urianger.
Oh, I was just about to send for you, my friend. Is Artemis?
Grave tidings from the Sharlayan motherland, my lady. It doth concern our distant allies, the students of Baldessian.
What of them?
My lady, the Isle of Val, which for many years hath been the Order's home, is no more.
No more? Whatever do you mean?
I relate only that which hath been conveyed unto me by our agents. An etheric wave of the highest magnitude was recorded in the region. Soon thereafter, 'twas observed that the isle had ceased to be. 'Tis postulated that a magic was evoked, like in power to Ultima.
12 preserve.
Oh, back to the Syndicate.
If there are no other matters, I move that today's meeting be adjourned.
It is done, my lord. Forgive my impertinence, my lord, but these orders, I am uncertain as to what end they serve.
Revolution.
Okay, so let's go ahead and take gold pieces through the maelstrom. Alright, so even star. I think it's the even star ones that we want. Yeah, it's gonna be the ones with the intelligence. Oh wait, no, because we already have the Infinio. Oh, I keep forgetting that. Now, I believe this sets up something in Stormblood, if I remember correctly. This should, yeah. That whole thing about the Isle of Val and whatnot, so. What manner of problem? So the Garlean refugees are, or the Alamegan refugees rather, not the Garlean ones, the Alamegan refugees are here asking for the same aid that we gave the Domans. Okay. Don't worry, Minfelia. I will persuade them with the power of the Summoner Dong. They shall watch it in all of its glory. Be entranced by it. And give up on their silly desire. Alright, it's just one person. That's beautiful. Oh, no, they're just Uldan. Okay. Alphino has been wounded. Okay. Search for Alphino in Ul'dah. He is going to be in quicksand, looks like. I figured there would be more people on today. Like, Siren just seems like it's kind of dead. I mean, Limsa is always thriving, of course, but it could just be, too, that we're not in the Endwalker zones yet, so... Let's see. It just seems kind of lonely, I guess. It's not...
Come,
Right,
you must
Super
have
Bowl
gathered
wasn't
by
this weekend,
now
was
that
it?
Tataru is given to exaggeration. As you can see, I am quite well. Ul'dah, on the other hand, is not. This riot was anything but an isolated incident. There is a restlessness in the air. Tensions long simmering are at last threatening to boil over. Ul'dah is a nation infamous for the great disparity between the wealthy and the poor. The majority of the populace accepts this state of affairs because they believe that every man bears responsibility for his own lot in life. To an Ul'dan, money is the foremost, and some would say the only measure of a man's worth. Small wonder that the wealthiest wield the greatest influence. So where do the refugees fit into this social hierarchy? What place is there for those who fled Alamigo and the destruction of the Calamity? Plainly, there is none. They have no wealth, no power, and no worth. To the Ul'dan way of thinking, they may as well not exist. Choosing to ignore their existence, however, is patently not an option. General Rauban and the Sultana understand this, which is why they ordered the Immortal Flames to provide the refugees aid and succor. Yet none would dispute that the expenses incurred by this policy grow by the day, with no end in sight. This has prompted more and more Uldans to question their obligation to aid these worthless wanderers. While more and more refugees have come to resent their treatment at the hands of the sneering citizenry. The manner of Lord Lolorito's refusal to grant the Dolmens asylum bespoke a disdain for all refugees, an attitude shared by the rest of the monetarists. And you may be sure they make no effort to conceal their opinions. It was only a matter of time before the refugees united in protest, nor is it any surprise that some among them would ultimately resort to violence. That the Immortal Flames should choose this of all occasions to engage in joint training exercises with the other Grand Companies. By the time they return, the situation may well have deteriorated beyond mending.
Okay. As I told you before, it was all but inevitable that an incident of this kind would eventually occur, given the rising tensions within the Sultanate. Nevertheless, I have reason to believe that this particular riot may not have begun spontaneously. Have I piqued your curiosity? Good. He will accompany me to the Hall of Flames. I would hear what General Raubon has to say upon the matter. Let's see. Give me just a second, guys. It's just something from... Okay. Alright, speak with Raubon at the Hall of Flames. Yes, kitty cat, I hear you. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, you want some attention? Here, some head scratches. Good girl. Help on. You're being very loud, aren't you? Yeah. So if you're hearing this sound when you're, if you're watching this later on Twitch, I have about a 3-year-old cat who makes this chirping noise whenever she's happy. It's basically her purr, but it's also her meow, so you know she's trying to get my attention for attention or whatnot. So if you're hearing this, she can get quite loud. I do apologize, but she's a sweet baby. Just wanting attention, aren't you? Yeah. And it's almost a constant thing. Like she doesn't. It basically is her purr. So it's kind of like the what are they? What kind of cats are those that are enormous? The Maine Coon's kind of that chirping sound. No, she's a small little bobtail, aren't you? Good girl. Yeah. Good kitty. I can see it picking her up on the OBS. It's great. Maybe we'll change the title of this video to include kitty chirps. Yeah. Go swift. Swift. You look as though you have something to say, Bun, do you? What you ask is no simple favor. Were such information to fall into the wrong hands, the lives of countless souls would be at risk. Even so, there is wisdom in your words. An able individual may be better suited to this task than a regiment. Very well, the Brass Blades have reported suspicious activity in the vicinity of Lost Hope. It may be unrelated to recent events, but we doubt it. I suggest you begin by speaking to the Blades posted there. Okay, so let's go talk to the Blades posted at Lost Hope, which is in Central Thailand. And what brings you here, adventurer? A search for refugees? Well, then you've come to the right place. Ah, you mean those refugees? Oh no, you won't find them here. Most of the people of Lost Hope have come to accept their situation, and are content to pass their days in peace and quiet. Outsiders have trouble understanding that, like that merchant who passed through recently. Gregarious fellow, but awfully opinionated. Can't say I was sad to see him go. Leah Frick. Let's see. A friend of the Sultanate, are we? I take it that means someone has read my report. The refugees who left with the merchant haven't yet to return, and I am increasingly concerned that Zazawaka's suspicions were correct. You haven't the foggiest idea what I'm talking about, do you? Never mind. Speak with Zazawaka. He will explain everything. Oh, Lalafell names. It's terrible. Zazawaka. Ah, don't hurt me. I'm not one of them. I beg your pardon? You're not a flame? I see. If Leofric bids you speak with me, then I take it you've agreed to help. 12 be praised for that, because we don't have a moment to waste. Everyone knows the flames are on the march. The others have fallen under that fanatic spell, but not I. Promises of revolution and retribution, of holding the ruling class to account and taking that which is owed. Ha, a childish fantasy. I did everything I could to dissuade the others from leaving. If you would heed my words. Now that one of our idealists has returned, however, the madness of the merchant's plan is plain for all to see. Look beyond yonder tent. Look beyond. Jesus Christ. Behind yonder tent, and you will understand why. Even now, he babbles incoherently, so traumatized is he by the bloodshed he witnessed. Try as I might, I can make little sense of his words beyond the fact that he was not alone in surviving. Yet I have no doubt that that merchant will lead the remainder to their doom. I beg of you, find them before he does. Oh, there's so much to read. What are you doing? Yeah, I see you. What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't draw. Why didn't you run away with me? We could have escaped together. Then you'd be here with me, be here to soothe me. Why did you have to stay and leave me alone? Aw, it's okay. Who are you? What do you want? Aye, it's true. I followed the merchant. May the gods strike me down for my folly. What they will not give you, you must take, he said. When we asked how, he revealed the cache of weapons he had brought and implored us to seize the control of our fates. I thought about running then and there, but the others were so excited. He split us into 2 groups, sent us off on our own. But when the flames found us, we didn't know what to do. Our leader tried to parley with theirs, but then they started arguing, and then fighting. And then everyone was fighting. The flames were shouting to give no quarter, and... oh gods, the other group. They're still out there. If we don't stop them, they'll be massacred like mine was. Jeez. Shock and awe. Kitty cat. You need to stop, honey. What are you doing? The other refugees are hiding in the caves south of Lost Hope. But to approach them would be fruitless. They would sooner call us agents of the Sultanate and try to kill us rather than listen to reason. Why, the twins might even deign to do the deed themselves. The pox on all bloody sellswords. They were supposed to train us to fight, but the ones that he sent with us vanished during the struggle. Oh, if only we had never listened to that merchant's ridiculous claims. He said our cause was righteous, that the gods would never suffer us to be defeated. Though, if they were forced to confront reality, that's it. Challenge the twins to combat and show my brethren that their strongest warriors are no match for one woman. Mayhap then they will agree to lay down their arms and renounce this plot. This is the afternoon. Seven hells, they found us. Everyone grab your gear and make for the rendezvous point. So that's your game, is it? Ha ha ha. Sorry to disappoint you, lads. We're more than willing to kill you ourselves. Alright. Your funeral. It's a nice stun you got there. Use it again. Now you're dead. Oh, more of you. That's the one we want to get rid of first. He just tried to mug me. Ooh, a stinky boy. Any more? You beat him like it was nothing. Thal Almighty, what are we gonna do now? And then should be speak with a terrified refugee. Fly back to the other cave. You've returned. Did you find my brethren? What of the twins? What happened? I see. Well, you had no choice. Better that a handful of them take a beating from you than get butchered by the flames. Tell me, what did the merchant have to say when it was over? Huh? But where else would he be? Unless he went to Stone's Throw to recruit others. Let's see, so we want the intelligence ring. And then that on. S95. Reap the whirlwind. The merchant wished to approach the refugees in Stone's Throw, but was waiting until the flames withdrew their forces from the vicinity. Now that they have, there's nothing to stop them from continuing his work. How many more must perish in pursuit of this futile cause? How much more suffering must we endure before it ends? Find him, convince him to cease this mad quest. It will surely lead us to ruin. Okay, search stone's throw from the merchant. Shooting star that came down like right next to me. Aw, crying child. That's not good. Or it might just be crying woman. Nope, crying child. Let's see, I'm looking for a merchant, looking for someone stirring up trouble. Looking for someone stirring up trouble. You mean the man who left with my parents? I don't know where he... So he chased down this guy. Hi there. The chocobo just like drops behind him. Just like taps him on the shoulder. What? Hello there. What do you think? If you're innocent, then you have nothing to hide. Come on. Well, I mean, if you won't come willingly, then we'll just beat you to a pulp and drag your bloodied corpse there. I mean, we can do this the easy way or the hard way, so... Oh, Jesus. Straight through him, too. Like, the head came out the other side. That's depressing. How do they know I didn't kill him? I mean, I don't have a bow. I could have, I don't know, I could have summoned an arrow to fly out of nowhere. Hold adventure. I would know more about your relationship with the victim, as well as the events leading up to his death. This man was responsible for the recent riots. Mayhap we owe his murderer a debt of gratitude. In any case, it's obvious you are not the one whom we seek. You can carry on with your investigations, Io. Okay. No kitty cat. Alright, report the source of the Hall of Flames. Okay, so I mean we're close. Let's just go ahead and run in here. No. No ma'am. Stop that. Ow! No! No bite my foot. What news, Fun? Where is the merchant? Murdered. Damn it all, the seventh hell. He was not simply murdered, Fun. He was silenced. Too many knew his face, and he was ready to divulge his secrets. Do not despair, though. You may be closer to identifying the true orchestrator of these riots than you realize. Alright, so Revolution. Swift has a message for you from General Raubon. The Flame General left word that you would proceed to the Fragrant Chamber as soon as you returned. He wishes to discuss your recent discoveries as well as the results of our own investigation. Master Alphino has already been informed and should be waiting for you outside. Jesus Christ. Pray proceed to the Royal Promenade with all haste and speak with Bartholomew. No kitty cats. Okay. So let's find Aetherites. Ew. No. Why are you being a butt, kitty cat? We've been expecting you, madam. Please proceed inside. Alright, so there's the necklace. No.
Commander Swift has kept us apprised of your recent activities. You've made great strides towards quelling the violence.
Despite our best efforts to determine what provoked this uprising, the truth continues to elude us. Have you uncovered aught which might shed some light on the mystery?
This information does not leave this room. The Syndicate's decision to reject the Doman refugees' appeal for asylum had lasting repercussions. A number of those displaced by the Calamity claimed it was proof of a policy of discrimination. Together with a group of Alamegan refugees, they organized a series of demonstrations to protest against the Sultanate. Demonstrations which became heated, but did not descend into violence. Until a certain incident served as a call to arms.
A unit of brass blades sent to supervise a demonstration loosed arrows upon unarmed protesters. It was this atrocity which prompted the refugees to take up arms. I need not tell you what followed.
We assumed at first that the attack was born of a miscommunication. When emotions run high, they happen. But suspicions were raised regarding the unit's commanding officer, whom I ordered interrogated. Sure enough, our fears were soon confirmed. The dog confessed that a merchant had offered him coin to give the order. a merchant in the employ of Teleji Adeleji.
Teleji Adeleji? But he spoke in favor of the Doman's cause, and has ever seemed sympathetic towards the refugees' plight. Why would he do such a thing?
Know you of the Cartano Reclamation Bill? It is a proposal to annex the Cartano Flats so that refugees may establish permanent settlements.
When last I looked, that was disputed territory.
Aye. Some might even call it a battlefield. The destruction wrought by Bahamut was greatest at the Cartano Flats. That much is common knowledge. What is less well known is that his rampage laid bare ancient Allagan ruins, of which no record existed. There are certain differences of opinion as to how these ruins should be handled, which is why each nation maintains a military presence in the region to this day. Yet differ though we may, we are still allies. Therefore, in the interest of preserving the Eorzean alliance, we have reached an agreement. Any conflict which may arise during the course of military exercises in the region shall have no bearing on relations between our nations.
Okay, so that would explain why.
In full knowledge of this delicate state of affairs, Teleji Adeleji proposed the Cartano Reclamation Bill. A shameless bloody ruse which stands to benefit him in but one conceivable way. If successful, he will gain control over the disputed territory under the guise of assisting in the resettlement effort. And you can be sure he'll build an orphanage next to every Allagan ruin.
The man would threaten the unity of the Eorzean alliance and risk countless lives for personal gain.
He walks a path all his own, independent of any faction and beholden to none of his fellows on the Syndicate.
By inciting the less fortunate to violence, he hopes to convince others that the Cartano Reclamation Bill is the only viable solution. His sympathy for the plight of the Domans was not but posturing to gain credibility with the refugees. Of that there can be no doubt.
Forgive me, but what could possibly motivate Teleji Adeleji to go to such lengths? What is so special about these ruins that he would risk his position on the Syndicate, and, most likely, charges of treason against the Sultanate?
Omega.
Pardon?
An Allagan monstrosity, not unlike the Ultima weapon. Mayhap larger, we know not. It has yet to be fully excavated. Allagan inscriptions indicate that it was created to fell Bahamut himself. If accurate, it might explain why Nael Van Darnus chose to bring the Red Moon down upon the Cartano Flats. Given the ends he went to ensure Eorzea's annihilation, destroying the one weapon which could stay the Elder Primal may well have seemed like good sense.
When first I bore witness to the power of the Ultima weapon, I doubted the evidence of my senses. And now you tell me there is another such weapon. One which could contend with Bahamut. Bahamut!
Aye. We were skeptical ourselves. Truth be told, until the Ultima weapon's existence came to light, we thought the inscription had been mistranslated.
At present, Omega is more akin to a fossil than a tool of war, having long since ceased to function. As such, its true potential cannot accurately be gauged. However, if someone were to restore it, as the Garleans did the Ultima weapon, I have little doubt that he would wield untold power.
Power enough to subjugate Uldar like as not, and the rest of Eorzea besides, which is doubtless why Teleji Adeleji yearns to have it.
That he should aspire to world domination. He who has ever walked 2 paces behind Lord Lolorito in matters of commerce.
'Tis in acknowledgement of his own limitations that he seeks this power. Woe betide us all should we allow him to have it.
Pray waste no time chasing rats. Only a fool would believe that secrets can be kept in Uldar.
It would seem the implications of the Sultanate's refugee problem are rather more far-reaching than we assumed.
Okay. Stories we tell. Alright, so we're actually going to end this here for the day. I hope y'all enjoyed this little bit of story, as well as the Leviathan fight. And to y'all who are watching now, thanks so much for watching. To you who will watch later on Twitch and YouTube, again, thanks so much for supporting the channel. If you could, if you're not already followed on Twitch, hit that follow button. If you have any friends that would like this content, by all means invite them to join the channel. Hit that follow button and help out the community, or help the community grow. Or hit the subscribe button on YouTube. So, I hope that y'all have a great day, and we'll see you in the next stream.